Hey Scorpio, I'm back with the cards, so let's get started. The first card that you received as the underlying theme or the overarching energy for the month, or for the mid-month reading, is the Magician upright. The Magician is the first card in the Major Arcana. Actually, it's the second. The Fool is listed as the 0, but yeah, for argument's sake, the Magician's the first card in the Major Arcana. The first card represents to me the first house, which is your personality, your physical body. It's your appearance. It's the physical embodiment of who you are and how the world sees you. The Magician card represents the planet Mercury, which is symbolic of communication, movement, and thinking. It speaks to perception, making connections, and problem solving. This is very much as above, so below. It's a good time for manifesting for yourself if you do that sort of thing, Scorpio. And I know a lot of Scorpios who do. You have all of the tools at your disposal to make it happen. And there's the infinity sign above the Magician's head, which whenever I see this, I think of us Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio riser, so there's that. But yeah, you're dealing with problem solving and making connections, and also paying very close attention to your perceptions about things. This month would be very, very beneficial to you. Mercury is moving into your second house on the 12th or 13th of the month. So you may be getting opportunity to play Magician in your house of money, possessions, earning ability, and self-esteem. The second house is ruled by Taurus, and we are having a full moon in Taurus on the 14th or 15th. This will be occurring in your seventh house. So you may be playing Magician between your second or your seventh house. Seventh house is ruled by Libra. It's your partnerships, identifying with others, counseling, and open enemies. So yeah, that's the underlying theme that's going on. Very perceptive, being able to problem solve, and being able to manifest as above, so below, bringing power of attraction type things to you. Taurus is the opposite sign of Scorpio as well, so it could be that you are really dealing with people, not you, but people in your opposite, your partner, the people in your world. Yeah, so the first card that I pulled for you representing the present is the Two of Cups in reverse. And I feel like this involves a Leo because whenever I see this card, I see this lion's head. It is definitely symbolic of a Leo, but this is the Minor Arcana Lovers card. In the reverse, it could be that you're having a hard time in relationships. The fact that it's the 2 speaks to the Taurus ruled house of your money, possessions, earning ability, and self-esteem, the house of your values. The cups represent water sign energy, and the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So this could be involving you, Scorpio, and maybe a Leo, having a hard time in your relationship or with your emotions. Could also be that you've gone out and you weren't having a good time. Be careful with your drinking because Neptune is still retrograde until after the full moon. Neptune will then slow down and go station direct and start moving direct, which would help clear the fog. But drinking isn't going to help. It's only going to make things worse. If you're trying to perceive things, if you're trying to see past the veil. The second card that you received is the Chariot card, and this is another Major Arcana card. This is the 7th Major Arcana card, which speaks to the Libra ruled house of your partnerships, identifying with others, counseling, and open enemies. This could involve a Leo. Not a Leo. I keep saying Leo. There's the sphinxes down here. It could involve a Libra because the Libras rule the 7th house. But whenever I see this card, I think of the duplicitous signs. Like the Gemini has the twins. Pisces has the 2 fish. And Libra has the 2 scales. Those are the signs that have a hard time with the balancing of things. That's not me being ugly. It's just a short synopsis of the situation. Now, the Chariot card also for me speaks to communication because a chariot is a means of commute. It's a means of going from point A to point B. However, this card in the traditional sense represents Cancer and tradition. It represents achievement through effort or self-mastery. So possibly dealing with achievement in your relationships, achievement in your partnership somehow, or just feeling movement in that house, in that area as well. I don't know why, but whenever I see this card now, especially after this summer, I see this as an ambulance as well. So it may involve needing an ambulance or some sort of ambulatory care or something to that effect. First aid nature as well. And I noticed the wings. The chariot is a means of transport. You could also be flying somewhere, or someone that you care about could be flying somewhere, because this is not the first set of wings that I've seen. Second set of wings right here. So could be some flying involved somehow. If not you, somebody that you know, possibly a Libra, possibly a Gemini, possibly a Cancer, because that's the traditional representation of the chariot. But I see those duplicitous sphinxes down at the bottom as, like I said, the Gemini, the Libra, and the Pisces as well. A lot of information going through that area right there in the past. The third card that I pulled for you is another major arcana card. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so it could feel like this stuff is just kind of happening to you or around you, and you're not having a whole lot of control over it. The third card represents the obstacle, and this is the Empress. This is the third card. The third card speaks to the Gemini-ruled house of communication, short-distance trips, siblings, cousins, and neighbors. She is a producer. The Empress in the major arcana represents Venus, and here's the glyph for Venus right here. It's your love, it's your values. That could speak to your second house where Taurus rules, where the full moon will be. It could also represent a Taurus or a Libra, because Venus rules those two signs. She is about abundance. She is definitely about the feminine principle and being able to produce. She is able to make things. She is able to, I see her as possibly pregnant as well. So if you're not looking for pregnancy, then do what you can to avoid that, because it does look as though it's an obstacle. If it's not a pregnancy, you could be having a hard time with this Taurus moon, or somebody who has a lot of Libra energy in them. But the Empress, she enjoys feeling good. She's about her, the earthly delights, the earthly pleasures, food, taste, smell, sex, even drugs sometimes, just depends. About feeling good and having the senses pleasured, if you will. The fourth card that I received for you is another major arcana card, and it is the High Priestess. This is the help for you. The High Priestess is the second card of the major arcana, and that speaks to the Taurus-ruled house of your money, possessions, earning ability, and self-esteem. It's the values. If you look at it and say that's mine, it would probably qualify or classify as a second house item. This card represents the moon. The moon will be full in Taurus, which is the house that is, it's the second house. So this, for me, speaks to the full moon. The full moon will be a help to you in some way, Scorpio. Full moon is occurring for you in the seventh house. The seventh house is ruled by Libra. There's a lot of synchronicity in this reading, y'all. But the High Priestess can see through the veil. She's able to pierce through it. It feels very transparent for her. She is, because she's in the upright, it's the expression of feelings, the expression of emotion. And it could be the fact of secrets either being discovered, secrets coming out, or you uncovering them, or just getting like an intuitive feel about secrets around you, or knowing that what you are being told is factual or not. I always feel like the High Priestess got some Cancer in her because of the moon right here. It represents the moon. The moon is the ruling luminary of Cancer. Cancer rules the fourth house, and you're having Mars move into the fourth house. You could be getting intuitive messages about home and family. Uh-oh. Maybe me dropping that meant something. All of your major arcanas are in the upright. The only card that you have in the reverse is the Two of Cups, and that's the minor arcana Lover's card. But that could also, I mean, I guess, speak to Gemini as well, because the major arcana Lover's card represents Gemini. But she knows the truth. She sees it as such, and she's not afraid to call it as such, especially if this is you, Scorpio. I don't just think that it's just a Cancer because of the moon. I mean, water signs are intuitive. So this could be a Cancer or Scorpio or a Pisces. Traditionally, it's seen as Cancer. Traditionally it's seen as the moon, but I know the moon is the ruling luminary of Cancer. There's that delineation. Okay, the final card that I pulled for you, which is the possible outcome, is the Queen of Cups. It's like the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess are in cahoots together. They basically, for me, represent the same thing. Water sign energy, very intuitive, very empathic, compassionate in their feelings, and seeing through the situation. This is like the veil and seeing through it, or knowing what's in the cup without having to look in it, knowing what's in the trinket box without having to open it up. She is emotionally intelligent. She knows what to say and when to say it. If she was in the reverse, I would be more concerned. But she's in the upright, so it's like she's guiding you to the right path, or at least helping you understand which way is the right path. I did the math total of this spread. You got the Empress as the third card of the major arcana. You got the Chariot as the seventh card of the major arcana. We got the High Priestess, which is the second. We got the Two of Cups, and we got the Magician, which is the first. So all of that added up is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, and that speaks to the Virgo ruled house of work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. It also speaks to your day-to-day agenda, the daily minutia, your to-do lists, and what you do on the daily. Now, pulled some oracle cards for you. The first that popped for you, Zoe's hanging out. It's kind of chilly. She likes to snuggle up. First card that I pulled for you is the Eruption of Light. Make no mistake of the symbology of the number 11. Eruption of Light. This card indicates that your words are more powerful than you realize, and that you have a message to share. This is also an oracle confirmation that your voice is a part of your power, and you need to use it. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? And this is speaking very, very, very strongly to me. I just got finished shooting the Taurus video. I've got a Taurus moon. I'm a Scorpio riser. This is telling me I need to get my butt back in debate. The 11 speaks to the 11th house. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. It speaks to your friends, your groups, your future wishes, goals, and dreams, your bucket list. It also speaks to the teams, memberships, and associations that you may belong to. You may have a message for some of those people in that area of life. The second card that I pulled for you is the Void, and this looks like the full moon to me. Doesn't that look like wispy clouds just kind of floating by the moon, the full moon, the void? This is the 40th card of the Journey of Love Oracle deck. 4 plus 0 is 4. And you're having Mars move into the 4th house on the 9th and 10th, which is about the time that I'm recording this video right now. But you're at the end of a cycle, is what the void means. And that it's a reminder that transitions require patience. You need to understand that parts of your own transformation and growth are out of your own perceptive view, meaning other people can see it, but you can't yet. It's a time to deal with what is immediately before you, and that there is still growing to be done. So the void is asking you to be patient and be present during this period of growth and transition. And if you really, extreme close up. You see this character? It's like she's ascending. final card that I pulled for you is the Light Field. This is the 63rd card of the Journey of Love Oracle deck. 6 plus 3 is 9, and that speaks to the Sagittarius ruled house of your long-distance trips, higher education, adventures in questing. It speaks to the study of philosophy, religion, astrology, possible legal system matters, or political matters. It speaks to foreign people, foreign places, and foreign things. The light field indicates that you are very receptive to the other side and that the veil is quite thin for you right now. Shocker, huh? And the High Priestess being in the help, it means that this light field is really opening up for you. The veil is very transparent, as I've said before, for you at this time. Messages that you receive in your heart can be trusted now. Also, you are protected by the light. The light is so close to you, it can look like you are glowing. Maybe not to you, but to other people. Understand that you are protected by the light, so have no fear. It's just love and light. Well, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I appreciate it from the bottom of my very grateful heart.